So this is an interesting game. As you can see on the top right, it's called Accident, although Plane Accident's showing on the bottom right now. That's, I believe, a new game that's going to be coming soon, if we have a quick look. Become an inspector examining the cause of plane crashes. So yeah, that's something to look at in the future. But for now, we're looking at a game called Accident. And we have a message to begin with. Right, this message was sent either the 4th of May or the 5th of April, depending on if you're UK or American. But 2036. So we've got another 12 years before these events happen, apparently. Hey there, welcome back. Hope you had a nice holiday. While you were away, we've begun a new project. It's called Roadside Heroes, and it will be about the people who encountered a car accident and helped out. Now, while you were gone, we've acquired a large pile of data. Fortunately, it's all sorted and properly filed. And it's up to you to figure out what exactly happened after each accident. Don't worry, thanks to this brand new software we've got Thanks to this brand new software we've got, and your VR headset, it'll be a comma really, it's much more fun than it sounds. What you need to do is to put the CD, I know, ancient stuff, right? It's ancient in 2024, let alone in 2036. Of each case into your laptop, run the software that pops up on your screen and put on the VR headset. From then on, you'll be controlling our heroes right from the moment they arrive at the scene. I have no idea how it works, but if that's not cool, then I don't know what is. The files are already on your desk. BTW, the first scenario is a tutorial. I highly recommend you start with this one. Have fun, Mark. Thanks, Mark. Oh, return is there apparently. So, what we're going to do, let's go straight in to the tutorial in the Virtual Crash Test Lab. The tutorial was apparently June the 4th, 2031. Let's start the simulator. You won't always be able to save everybody. That's unfortunately true of life as well, I'm afraid. But we'll do what we can, won't we? Oh, I thought we were crashing then. New objectives, call the emergency. So, we've got a screen in front of us telling us what to do. It tells us we need to go down here, pick up our smartphone, and then presumably, yep, we press the 1 key, brings up our phone. We're going to call 112, which is universally the emergency number. So, like, in the UK we have 999, in America they have 911. But if you use 112 on a mobile phone, it'll divert you to whatever the appropriate one is. Certainly in the UK and EU. I think America as well. In all accidents, your top priority is to call emergency services as soon as possible. I missed the first bit of text, apologies for walking over that. Okay, so now we want to put on our hazard lights. Your current objectives are displayed in the top left corner. Secure the area, put out the fire. We've got a nice arrow there, so... we want to get out the driver's door. WSD and shift for running. The one is on the right, top right. No, sorry. I think that's telling us there's danger, there's fire to put out or something like that. So, we need a fire extinguisher. Where can we find one of them? Oh, hello. Oh, there's an arrow telling us to look this way, and then we go here, we press this button, and once we press this button, we press to pick up the fire extinguisher, and now it's saying to go to the left. There we go, up to the fire, and it says hold the left mouse button, which will no doubt put out this fire. Yeah, that'll do it. Match the accident location with a warning triangle. So again, we're going to the right, and you can see there's a warning triangle here. So we'll just quickly open this one up. Grab the emergency warning triangle. When helping, always follow these 4 steps. Call for help, secure the area, assess the situation, help the victims. That is actually pretty good advice. So then we need to turn off the ignition in the red car. Again, very good advice this. So, oh, we've got to get inside to turn off the ignition. I think that's because the key, or whatever it is on the right hand side. In the lower left corner of the hood, you can see icons representing all the victims with their respective health. So we can see we've got... When health bar reaches 0, that person dies, the scenario fails. This doesn't count if the victim was dead before your arrival. To know which health bar belongs to which victim, you need to inspect them first. So I guess we need to get out. And here are our victims. So we've got one dummy. Just going to gently shake him by the shoulder. Can you hear me? Check for breathing. What was important there, you could hear the breaths and you could see the chest rising. So respect, we've got one wound there and one wound there. And on this one, again, inspect the dummy. Gently shake the shoulder. Sir, can you hear me? And then you're checking the breathing. No breathing in this case. So that's going to be a CPR case. So, if you've made a mistake, you can rewind to a previous stage. We haven't. To do it, press and hold the rewind button. After a while, you'll see the timeline represented. Then wait until the time turns back to your desired stage and release the button. This will select that stage and rewind time to its beginning. Does it want me to do that now? I don't think so. And holding it to the end will result in rewind time to arrival. Releasing the button immediately after starting the process will result in return to the beginning of your current stage. So, objective, rewind time to previous stage. So if we hold the R button, you can see I'm going to let go there, so we do it at the beginning of this stage. So I'm not going to reread all these. Let's just get on with this quickly. Gives me a chance to explain why we do what we do here, though. So we want to shake them a little bit, just gently, see if they're alert. If they're alert, we don't have to do a lot of the rest we're about to do. We want to check the breathing. ABCs, airway, breathing, circulation. So in this case, we didn't check the airway was clear, but we'll assume we did by going down there. We did check the breathing though. And circulation is the wounds. So no concerns with either of those. Well, obviously they've got wounds, but you know what I mean. If they're not breathing, that is your first priority. And you're supposed to wait about 10 seconds. Some people's breathing can be quite shallow, you've got to be sure. And there you go. Victims who aren't breathing should always be your top priority, as long as you are able to help them. Don't put yourself in danger. It's the first thing there. So, we need a first aid kit, it says. We've lost our screens and arrows, but I can see there's a first aid kit over here. So push that button there, and it's interesting because in the UK, first aid kits are green. Some grayed out instructions can be made about other actions like picking up the relevant tool, like a first aid kit. I tell you now, you don't need a first aid kit for CPR. This is extra cautious what they're doing here. So we'll do that. It's opened the first aid box automatically for us. Oh, sorry, we have to click it. Put on gloves. Yeah, if they're bleeding, that's a good idea. If they're not, it's not that big a deal, if I'm being honest with you. Open the airway. So now we're going down here. And we're going to open it. So you tilt the head back. That's perfect. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. You got to hold it open somehow. If you're lucky, they'll stay like that. Apply the CPR mask. Now, I've done first aid training. We were shown a CPR mask, but we never trained with one. This is a nicety, I would say. Form CPR, so chest compressions. You want to do 100 to 120 beats per minute, or staying alive, as a lot of people say. So, I'm going to... It's after quite a precise beat on that, and I'm not a fan of that, because it doesn't have to be that precise. And then your ventilation, so we're breathing in by lifting the mouse up, and then down to breathe into the mask. Do it a second time, so up to breathe into yourself, down breathe out into the mask. Check the breathing. Still not breathing, so you continue CPR. What it doesn't say is the most important part of CPR is the actual chest compressions. The breathing, whilst very, very good to do if you can, not essential. In this stage, your job is to collect the relevant evidence and figure out what caused the accident. So we've gone past the trying to help the victims in this case. The ambulance has arrived, even though they're still showing the victims here, which is not quite right. And now we're into investigating the accident. So we're going into my other job now. So in case I've not said it already, I actually used to be an insurance claims handler. I've moved on to the analysis side of things now. We didn't actually go out to scenes and check all these things. A lot of what we did was actually in the office, listening to what customers tell us, reading their statements, and if they sent pictures or videos, we're doing those. But this is what an accident investigator, I guess a police accident investigator in this case, would look at. So we've got evidence 1, evidence 2, evidence 3. This is the third piece of evidence, and evidence 4. Now, obviously, with my job, it was very much a case of listen to what the customer said happened, and if what they say is a fault accident, as in they caused it, try and help the other side. If it's what they've said is a non-fault accident, then accuse the other side and try and get them to pay for the damages. But that's dependent from time to time. Not going to go into the whole 50-50 debacle. It's complicated is the best way to describe it, but a lot of what we do is based on case law, going through courts, that sort of thing, so that we don't have to go through the courts. We go through what previous cases have done. In this case, all it's asking us to do is place the evidence in the order that it's listed here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I suspect in the actual main game, that's going to be the first thing that happened, the second thing that happened, the third thing that happened, last thing that happened, and would help us work out the cause of the accident. Ah! Success! Dummy. This is just a dummy. They are dead. Dummy. This is just a dummy. They are dead. So we'll end that scenario, and I guess we'll move into the main game.